Look, good morning, everybody. After a long, depressing Sunday, we are back. Way less hopeful for anything, but we are back. And we got some more signals. Are they mixed signals? Probably, maybe, hopefully not. But to start this video, right, I just want to say I know the community is super upset after this weekend. They're upset with Team Cherry, and I will never agree with that personally. And I can never really question their silence, because if we look at history, there are way bigger franchises with way bigger teams that have gone way longer with radio silence and with their development cycles. And Team Cherry is a tiny team working on the sequel to their second game, right? And it is at a magnitude of these AAA games for an indie game. So they have a huge pedestal that we have put their game up onto, that they have to live, they have to live up to that now. I know we've never really thought about the pressure that Team Cherry has on them, but it is. And as time goes on more, it only increases, right? As we hype it up more, it's only going to increase. So I personally don't think that they should ever take any blame for their silence. Now, when they start speaking and not living up to their word multiple times over and over again, then that's when you got to start questioning the company. But since they have just remained quiet, especially through this last thing, we gotta cut them some slack, you guys. We gotta take some accountability for the hype. I'll take some accountability as well for contributing to that. Just like everyone else, I would really love some info. I would really love it. And I guess we got something. We got another Kickstarter login, right? Guys, we have one in February, one in April, 2 in May, and now 2 in June. And we have nothing yet. We just went through the whole Summer Games Fest weekend already. We had all this hype, right, that led us up to where we were on Sunday. But if we are really honest, the most concrete evidence of release never actually pointed to Xbox or a showcase in general, but it is all still pointing to the possibility of releasing soon. Now, we do have another showcase that may or may not happen this Wednesday, which will be the Nintendo Direct. It's potentially June 12th. It could be a week after, but I do think there's a good chance it's going to be Wednesday. They usually announce it a day or two beforehand, so hopefully today or tomorrow we get the confirmation, and then maybe that whole Hollow Knight in Europe thing pays off. But are we going to put stock into the Nintendo Direct? I don't know. I will a little, because I really always believed Nintendo was a good possibility for it, since it was the first place that SILKSONG was confirmed for. Plus, I just think a Nintendo Direct has way more eyes on it compared to an Xbox showcase or a PS showcase. I could be really wrong about those numbers, but I just feel like Nintendo has a broader, less niche market. I don't know. But just like yesterday, I will go in rationally and honestly. Well, yesterday I was still kind of hoping for SILKSONG, but now I'm going to go in not expecting SILKSONG, I promise. I'm going to go in and I'm going to expect the worst, and hopefully I won't be let down. And hopefully none of us will be. But who knows? There's a YouTube doing another Hollow Knight archive thing, right? And they put up the clip of the Leth interview, and he talks about marketing.
The best place to see the news you guys are referring to is Team Cherry Games Twitter or YouTube channel. This is because the Twitter, I think if there a blog post comes out, obviously it's gonna pop up there too. So if you don't have Twitter, then
the Hollow Knight main Discord has an announcement channel that
the Discord
stuff
is
that you guys
a good place
announce.
If something comes through, it'll be talked about there. So but yeah, in the I don't know what else to say. The next news will come directly from the team.
I don't know where else it would come from.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're the only ones in the position to share anything.
Well, yeah, that's not something I'm trying to do though.
Yeah, it
it's
makes sense.
We've gone long enough without like a post where it's like, the next one should be pretty exciting. So I don't know. That's what makes sense to me.
But there was one clip that I remember reading or listening to that whole interview, and I wrote down a couple notes of a couple spots. But I pointed out this one spot recently where Leth talks about smaller teams marketing. And he says how they should avoid Twitter posts. But in another spot in the interview, he does talk about SILKSONG and their marketing. And, so it's easy to combine those two and think like, okay, he was talking about, tweets are kind of a bad thing for small teams. Team Cherry's a small team, blah, blah, blah. But then he mentioned SILKSONG, almost saying how it's different, how, they're in a different space than a smaller team. They are a smaller team, but they kind of have the eyes on them already, so they may not have to do that. In the clip where he actually talks about the marketing of SILKSONG, he specifically says it will be a tweet or a YouTube post where the next information will be. There's always been everybody in my comments saying, like, yeah, that's what Les said. That's what Les said. And we've always tried to flip it into something else, blah, blah, blah. And I was actually flipping a whole different quote where he was talking about other teams, not even their team specifically. And so I think that puts a lot more stock back into, just a random day could be our announcement. And we never know when that is, but we still have all these things pointing to soon. There's never been as much stuff pointing to SILKSONG releasing as there has been in the last few months. So, and it's still been such a long wait already that, like, how much longer are we really going to have to wait? I don't know. I guess we're just waiting for our bat signal now. And then whenever we get it, the community will handle the rest like we always have, And if this week has broken you, I get it. We gotta learn to control the hype within ourselves. I'm working on it as well. But the payoff will be coming, you guys, and it still has to be soon. It still has to be. Why wouldn't it be? But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya.